on fire. People everywhere, chaos everywhere. Hello. Good morning. I just wanted to pop in real quick, just to let you guys know that I just started a 6-day block A-day. So like I said in my August reaction video, if you get 2 sets of 3 reserved days together, back to back with no day off in between, you have 48 hours to either swap them, to separate them, or do whatever changes you need to do. Or after that period of time, it would automatically convert into a full block of 6-day A-day. Yeah, so that's what happened to me. So now today is the 1st of August, no, the 2nd of August. Happy new month. It is the 2nd of August and I'm starting August off with a 6th block of reserved days. Today is day 1. The day before, which was August 1st, it was my day off and cruise scheduling called me. Hello? So cruise scheduling called me and assigned me a standby today, which has a report time of I think 8:15 a.m. to 12:14 a.m. My fingers are crossed. I'm hoping I don't get used because I don't feel like getting used today. I just don't feel like it. I just don't. But I'm starting it today. I'm already packed and ready to go. All I need to do is to pack my meals and then I'm good to go. Like I said, when I'm starting my reserve days, whether I'm going on standby or not, I always have 2 dinners and 2 breakfasts ready, plus snacks as well. Because I pack for at least 3 days, which is 2 nights in the hotel, and then 2 mornings, which is why I have the 2 breakfasts as well. So if I go international, then obviously I would need that amount of food, but I always want to prepare myself for a domestic situation. And if I do go international and I don't need the food, I just bring it back. But I do have my ice packs and everything to keep the meal cool. So let's pack the meals and let's get out of here because I'm not trying to be late, okay? All right, so like I said, I do have 2 dinners. This is my dinner. I have rice dish and then I have a shrimp chicken sauce that I take with noodles. And then I always take beverages as well. This is going to be my breakfast for today. I am going to be at the lounge, so I will probably take something from there. But dinner, beverages, and then I have my breakfast as well. And then I also have some fruits here. I'm taking cherries today, and then I have bread to go with my breakfast. Plus I do have some dry mango as well. And then I have a, what do they call it, pound cake, I think, yes, as well. But that's what I'm taking. I'm packing for at least a 3-day trip. I do have additional snacks in my lunchbox as well, like crackers among other things. But like I said, I'm packing for 3 days. So this is what we're dealing with today. All right, so now that my lunch and dinner is packed, I'm just gonna go grab my bags and then head out. It's already 6:30 and I wanted to leave here by 6:15. So I'm definitely 15 minutes behind, but we're still on time because early is what on time. Let's head out. Hey y'all. It's the next day. It is the next day. As I stated yesterday, I am literally starting a 6-day block reserve days, or A-days in our case, and it is day 2. Yesterday I was on standby, like I mentioned, and I wasn't used. So I was on standby for 4 hours. I wasn't used. Today I haven't been called yet. So usually what happens to me is that I go on standby, I don't get used, and then on day 2 I get assigned a trip or something, or at least I get a call for an assignment for the next day. But so far I haven't gotten anything yet, so I don't know, maybe cruise scheduling is figuring things out. But I do know that there are like a lot of weather conditions and stuff happening around New York area, the East Coast area, so maybe that's why. But at the end of the day, I'm still getting paid. I'm on reserve. My time is the company's right now, so all I can do is to sit and wait. And by sitting, I mean doing other stuff while I wait, because I can't just sit and wait. I gotta put myself to work. But yeah, so I am on day 2, the life of a flight attendant, working her reserve days. As I mentioned in one of my videos, with the airline company that I work for, we get reserved 6 days in the month only. So I'm still waiting here. But with that being said, today what I plan on doing is that while I wait for crew scheduling to call, I do want to create a little bit more content. I want to record a few videos here and there, so watch out for those videos and watch the videos when they drop. And then I'm just gonna eat and just sit and wait, essentially. Today's just a waiting game, hoping that at least I get a call for an assignment. If not, I'm not really pressed to work, honestly. I'm not in the mood anyway, so it is what it is. Call me or not, I'll be here. That's all I know. All right. I'll keep you guys updated. Well, crew scheduling called me, okay? They called me. I just got assigned a trip, and I just wanted to let you all know that. Yeah, today's day 2 of my 6-day reserve, and I thought I had escaped. I should have known better, you know. I should have known better. Once you're on reserve, you're on reserve. But no hard feelings. I was prepared for it anyway. So yes, I did get assigned a rotation. I literally just got the call. I got assigned a rotation. It's what, 2:29? I got the call, I think, around 2:20, about 9 minutes, about 10 minutes ago, yeah. But I was actually in the middle of recording some content for you all, and then I got the call, and I did get assigned a trip. It is actually a leanover. Leanovers are essentially where you don't get minimum rest. So minimum rest is for 12 hours, but leanovers, you might get rest of 6 hours, 5 hours, depending on where you're going. So that's what a leanover is. And so essentially you'd work a red eye, and then you get rest of about 5, 6 hours, 7 hours thereabout, which is rest that is below the minimum rest time, and then you work the flight back again. So yes, we're doing Seattle to Denver, and then we lay over in Denver, and then back to Seattle. The rest is just like literally like what, almost 6 hours, like 8 minutes shy of 6 hours. So that's what that is. But like I said, for this 8-day period, I only preference international trips. So I did not actively go into preference like specific trips or anything or rotations, although they were on open time. I just wanted to work it as organically as I could, because for this month of August, I do want to show you all what I earned for the entire month working the amount of hours that I did. My report time is at 19:45, and my release time would be the following day, which is August 4th. And it's going to be after 8 a.m. So that's what we're doing. That's what we got today. And this will go into my 3rd 8-day because I have 6 days. So today's my 2nd day. And the leanover is essentially going to overlap. So it's going to be part of the 2nd day and part of the 3rd day. It means I would essentially have 3 more days to work, which I could be assigned a 3-day trip or a 2-day trip, depending on how it goes. The trip starts today, so I need to get something to eat because I haven't eaten the whole day. So I need to get something to eat, and then probably I'll take a snack again before I actually leave for my trip. So with trips like this, where it's starting at 7, I have to report by 7:45. I will probably leave home by 5:45 because I always give myself 2 hours. The drive, going to the employee parking lot, going to the airport, going through security and all that. Even if I get there early, at least I know I'm at the airport. That's all I care about. So yeah, I've done a leanover before. I've only done it once, and the experience was kind of weird. Not necessarily, it was just a weird situation altogether. So this will be my 2nd time doing a leanover. I have worked a red eye before, a red eye turn. I did that to Anchorage, and that also had a sit of about 2-3 hours in between. So it felt like a leanover. It's just that I didn't necessarily go to a hotel or anything. So that's what made it different. Well, I am currently getting ready to go. I'm all dressed up. Countable items on deck. We're ready to go. Although it's a red eye, I'm still going to take a meal. As I've always said, I can't not go anywhere without a meal. The meal choice though is up to you. I will arrive at my destination after midnight. So you can take dinner, you can take breakfast, Personally, I'm going to take a breakfast. Like I said, this is my second lean over. The first time I did it, I took dinner and it was okay, but I could not eat it the way I wanted to. So this time around, I wanted to try taking breakfast to see if that will be much better. This is a small, I don't know why it's appearing gray, but it's actually black. I guess it's not black enough. But this is a small lunchbox that I have, lunch bag that I have that I use for my turns or my one-day trip or my leanovers. That way, I don't need the big lunchbox because I'm not packing for 2 nights. I'm only packing for 1 night. I forgot to include this yesterday, but I always take a bottle of water as well. I sometimes use my own personal bottle, but I keep losing that. So today we're doing it with this. So I do take my breakfast and always coconut water. I always have my coconut water beverage with flavor, and then I have my breakfast as well. And for this, because I'm only taking 1 meal, I'm taking 2 ice packs instead of the 4. I'm also considering getting meals or doing more research to find more meals that do not require cooling, because it's easier. Because these add weight, and sometimes that lunchbox gets way too heavy, okay? It gets way too heavy. So still doing research to find what will work best for me, but for now, we're gonna do with what we got, and what we got today is a meal that requires to be kept cold, my coconut water, flavor with hydration, and that is my alarm. It means it's time for me to leave. So I am at the parking lot right now. I just got to the employee parking lot. I got here at 6:45, so it's like I still have 1 hour before report time or signing time in this case. So I'm just gonna slowly make my way to the airport and then go through security. Hopefully I don't get random. As usual, these planes are so close to me. I feel like they're literally flying over my afro right now. That's how loud it is. But but yes, I'm gonna slowly make my way to the airport. Hopefully I don't get random, so we can just have a good day. On that note, peace out. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so what day is today? So I am on my 4th day of my 86, and the day before yesterday I started a red eye where I worked that from my 2nd day to my 3rd day, and the red eye ended 8 in the morning yesterday, and at 12 midnight today, crew scheduling came calling. I knew I was going to get assigned a trip, honestly, if you ask me, because I saw so many trips on open time and I was literally like number 2 on the 8-day report sheet, so I knew I was going to get assigned a trip. I just didn't know which one, and I didn't want to preface anything either, just in case I did not get assigned, then I can just not be used. But I did get a trip. It's 20-hour credit. The red eye that I did the day before was actually worth, I think, almost 7 hours. I think 6:44. Day 1, I have 2 legs, which is today, and then tomorrow I have 4 legs, and then on the go home day, which is the last day of my 8-day, I have 2 legs. So I haven't done 4 legs in a day yet, so I'm not looking forward to it. I don't know how it's gonna be, but I guess it is what it is. We're gonna see how it's gonna go. Yesterday was good. The trip was okay. It was not that crazy. I still have mixed feelings about layovers because I've only done it twice, and the first time it did not go well because of several reasons, but this time it was good. So if I do get assigned, or if I do see any, I might potentially consider picking it up, but no guarantees here. So I'm doing Seattle to Orlando, Orlando to Cincinnati, and then I'll update you guys on what I'll be doing on day 2 and day 3 as we work this 86. Okay, the life of a flight attendant on reserve. It might be 6 days, but it is surely some really long 6 days. Yeah, so quick update. I know I forgot to update you guys on
my 4th day, because this is my 5th day of my 6-day 8-day. But I made it to Cincinnati. But where is Cincinnati? Cincinnati, yes. I made it to Cincinnati, but today I was initially supposed to do 4 legs. Was supposed to be Cincinnati to Atlanta, Atlanta to Memphis, Memphis to Atlanta, Atlanta to Greensboro. Oh my God, too many words. But the point is that there is ground stop, so we're not able to make it to Atlanta right now. The flight has been delayed, so I know for sure I won't be doing 4 legs anymore, but I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. But at the end of the day, I'm on reserve, so scheduling can literally do anything they want with me. So nothing is guaranteed, but I'll keep you guys updated. So yes, this is day 5 of my 6th day of being on call or reserve or 8 days, however you want to refer to it. But yeah, here we are. Delays, 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 delays.
Hey y'all. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know what's today. So yes, I think the last clip you're gonna see before this is me on the plane talking about a delay situation that was going on. I'm gonna try and edit and put all these together, but just to put everything together. This vlog essentially was supposed to focus on me as a flight attendant working a 6-day block reserve day, which is I was on call for 6 days straight. So the trip changed, so I have to give you all the rundown of what it was supposed to be, only to give you what it became afterwards because it changed. So initially I was supposed to work 2 legs the first day, which is work 2 flights on the 4th day of my 8-day, and then on the 5th day I was supposed to work 4 legs, which is 4 flights on the 5th day, and then on the go home day, which is the last day, I was supposed to work 2 flights. So I was supposed to do Seattle to Orlando, Orlando to Cincinnati, and then lay over there. And then the following day, I was supposed to do Cincinnati to Atlanta, Atlanta to Memphis, Memphis back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Greensboro, which is in, I think, North Carolina. So, and then lay over at Greensboro, and then do, on my last day, do Greensboro back to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Seattle. So we started off strong. The first day was very stressful. It was just a long day because we did a very long flight from Seattle to Orlando. It's like almost a 6-hour flight, you know, so it's a long flight. So it was very tiring, but we made it through. And then from there we did Orlando to Cincinnati, which was quite short, so it wasn't that bad. But then on the next day, which was the 5th day, or in this case, the 2nd day of this 3-day rotation, we started off trying to do the Cincinnati to Atlanta, but there was some thunderstorms, weather situation going on in Atlanta, and it was so bad. That's why you would see the clip where I was telling you guys we got delayed and we were waiting because I sensed something like this was going to happen. So even when on my layover, I kept looking at my my app where we get communication with regards to what's going to happen with the flights back and forth, among other things. So I kept watching it and seeing if anything had been communicated because I felt in my spirit. I felt in my spirit somewhere that something was going to happen, like a delay, a cancellation, or something was going to happen. And lo and behold, we get to the airport, we get our pickup, we get picked up. It was raining, like it looked very bad. The weather looked really bad when we were leaving the hotel, and we were surprised we had not received any communication with regards to a delay or a cancellation. So we get to the airport, and then Atlanta is on fire because of weather situation, ground stop back and forth, planes backing up. It was just chaotic in Atlanta. So because of the ground stop in Atlanta and our flight was super short, we could not take off. So we started boarding and everything, boarded the entire plane, and then only for us to hear that Atlanta has had a ground stop. Initially it was for 1 hour, and then they changed it to 2 hours. So that's how we started off with the 2nd day of this 3-day trip. As a result of all that, we could not work our other 3 rotations. So essentially scheduling rescheduled us for that day and allowed us to work another trip back from Atlanta, right from Atlanta back to Ohio, but this time we went to Columbus, Ohio instead of Cincinnati. So we did go back to Ohio, but then this time we went to Columbus. The hotel was amazing. I'm not complaining. It was pretty cute. I'm gonna insert a video here and there, but it was a very nice hotel. I loved it. But even with that, our argument was that why let us go to Ohio, still keep the last day rotation intact, only to bring us back to Atlanta. So, but it was okay. So that's what happened. Instead of doing 4 legs, we ended up doing 2 legs. So it was Cincinnati back to Cincinnati to Atlanta, and then Atlanta back to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. That ended that day. Then we started off day 3. Day 3 started off strong. Everything was good. It did look bad. Like, I would try and insert a clip of a shot that I got from the plane where it was so dark clouds, like it was raining and all that. Like, it looked like the weather was bad, like bad out there. But amidst all the changes that happened to our rotation, we went from 4 legs on the second day to 2 legs. And then on day 3, which is the go home day, which is the 6th day of this 6-day block, we were supposed to work 2 flights. Remember, Atlanta to we're supposed to do Greensboro to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Seattle. What scheduling did was to schedule us to deadhead. Deadheading is when the company essentially flies you to the point where they actually want you to work out of, or simply just flies you back home to base, and you get flight pay for that. We ended up having to deadhead from Columbus, Ohio to Atlanta, only to work the Atlanta to Seattle flight. But Atlanta was on fire. People everywhere, chaos everywhere. So at the end of the day, this 3-day trip that was supposed to end my 6-day reserve day ended up being a 4-day trip. That's what happened.
Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.